Yeah, finally, dude.
Okay, so what are we going over first?
Probably pataphysics, to be honest.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Man,
I gotta ban that
there's no Reapers on the real, bro.
I'm trying to find my cosmology skill because that shit's all like hidden. I can't even find it anymore.
Another boring debate by Reaper.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
I wonder how many people are gonna find your pataphysics scale interesting.
Oh,
It's gonna be amazing, like hilarious.
I'll find it interesting, bro. Stop popping,
Wait,
bro.
someone
I'll
mentioned
find
I
it
love Big
interesting.
Jolly Delight.
Y'all gotta at least.
Wait a minute, do I even
bark
have
or
access to scans? Bark or something?
Yo, Reaper.
Yeah,
Yo,
we can do it
Reaper.
later after. Why are you?
Okay,
saying
no,
that?
we can do it later when Archie gets on because you said he can be judged. That's completely fine.
So he could be your
No way.
judge, but okay, I see he could be his judge. Like I was very contextual there.
I
Wait a
mean,
minute,
Reaper,
now
Reaper,
where's the scan chat at?
We can have Gios, or we can have Gios if you want instead. If Archie,
Okay, so Reaper, you got your shit ready? Jesus.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Right.
Reaper,
Okay, I was
Reaper.
gonna
If
say-
Archie's too scary
Wait,
for you,
does
we can have
that sound
Gios.
too scary for you? I said you could have either of those judges. I'll just have my own judge.
Okay, bro, just send that shit in DMs. Just
I
send it
did.
in
It's a
DMs.
link. Click it.
I said send it in my DMs.
Bro, you got your shit leaked, bro. You're gonna get your shit
I know
done,
it's.
bro.
I know. Okay, pataphysics is alpha J. Philosophy versus that.
There you go. Oh, it's sent actually in DMs. Actually, we're good. We're good.
Solution. Yeah. What's your point
Okay,
with
so
this?
just
I think.
proves
I think I
how-
also knew what pataphysics was before.
Well, there's different ways you could define it because there's a lot of people that define it distinctly from this. So I'm just giving you in like a what it's defined as an SCP before that gets to that point.
What?
I wanna say
It's nonsensical.
saying-
Say that again.
I'm giving you a definition and I'm telling you how it's used in SCP so we know how it's utilized. It's like an SCP file stating this.
An SCP. You think? Okay, you're saying that this is an SCP file stating this?
There's a file in the SCP Foundation that states this. Yes, Tensa.
Okay. Well, that doesn't look like a fucking file. Wait, can you send me the link to this? Because that looks like some Wikipedia
Oh yeah, I got
shit.
you. I got you. I got you. No, it's for. I got you though. I hope you have a translator.
Either way, you're not even explaining how the verse applies this. You're just giving me a
Oh, I
definition
know.
with
Well,
like no
that
application.
definition-
Like,
well, that's stupid entirely because that definition
apply
itself
shit-
kind of
shit
tells you how it's
really.
being used in verse. But okay,
oh Reaper, I want an explanation. I'm not the one who's supposed to be reading your scans and giving like
well, I know,
how
I'm giving,
how
I
they
know,
work in the
I'm just
verse. You're
listing it out to you so far,
Reaper,
so I can
why are
get
you
it
talking
next.
over me? Oh shit, I'm not even.
What you just
Someone
said was
better.
kinda stupid.
Okay, I started recording now. I wasn't recording up until now.
I got the
Yeah, so all I said was that you're not explaining anything from the scan. You just gave me this and told me that this is the way they use it in verse. Like,
Well, go ahead.
what am I supposed to
Go ahead.
infer from that?
Well, all I'm telling you is that, like, in verses, for example, like JoJo's, they use these terms, like, that are, like, completely distinctive from the way the higher tier verses use, like, metaphysics, they be using that shit way distinctive. Logic, they use it distinctive, like Calamity. I'm just showing
So
you
there's
how
a definition they use. Okay, what do we infer
Yes.
from the definition? That's the question, Reaper. You're not tracking the conversation.
Because the scans I'm going to go after this now will have this term in it, and I'm telling you, this is an official site wiki, like, them selling you this, is how they
So
define
you're
it
not
in all these
okay,
contexts.
Reaper. You're not answering to what I'm saying.
You're
I'm
asking me
asking
why
you,
am I showing this?
what
You
is
said
the
that 5
inference we
times.
draw from this definition? Tell me how
And
the verse
Reaper
applies
shows
this
more
precisely
scans.
without showing me instances, because that's gonna leave it ambiguous. Since you send a pretty long definition, it doesn't just say that pataphysics is an apple. It gives a lot of different applications to it.
And so let me.
And I'm still waiting on the
let me
link.
get the site first. Let me get the link. That's why I'm asking you first. So let me get the link first, and then you can do this afterwards.
Yeah, don't argue back then. Just keep your mouth shut and send me the link.
Well, if you're gonna sit there and keep going, I'm gonna tell you to shut
You
up. It's that
talking
simple. Like, what?
crazy, bro?
I didn't even make a point about it. I just told you that what
God
you're saying is
damn.
fucking stupid.
God
Okay,
damn.
buddy, whatever. Once let me grab this.
Yep,
for
it's
you.
okay. It's okay, buddy.
He said,
Then
"Shut
you're
the
gonna
fuck
sit
up, go get my
down.
link, bitch."
Then you're gonna sit down and send me my
Shut
link.
up, retard. Just
Damn,
wait.
he said, "Sit down and send my link, bitch."
Oh shit, bro. That's crazy.
I'm grabbing it.
3 minutes,
I
I think. I think it's been 3
found it.
minutes since I asked you for it.
No, I'm grabbing it. It's like okay, I got you. Here's the exact
Yeah,
thing.
grab it faster.
Do you have a translator by any chance, or no?
Translated? You want me to
Yeah.
translate your own scans? I
Well, no,
hope
can
I hope
translate
that
it
was a
for
joke,
you.
bro.
I'm giving you the Chinese. This is where I got it from. And I translated through the SCP Foundation.
Favorite
itself.
shit.
The Chinese one, like the Chinese
Yeah,
brands?
of course. The Chinese branch. Yes, Tensa.
Oh shit. Well, is the Chinese brands like canonically like the same as the rest of SCP? If so, why are they distinct? Why are they distinguished?
Because because what they're doing exactly is they're taking different interpretations of what the characters are, and they're using an official branch that's in Chinese language. That's the only distinction between the branches, and they have their own special.
Okay, wait. Do you know what a different interpretation means?
Different interpretation means go crazy.
Do you know what an interpretation is?
The way that mean you can perceive things. Yes.
Well, I just want to let you know, Reaper, the way an interpretation is used. You'd agree that as SCP, this should be.
Wait,
what do you mean?
Wait,
what are you on about? I'm trying to give you an argument. Shut the fuck up and listen.
I gotta send the link first.
So
listen to the link first.
I don't care for your link. I'm already addressing it. You can send it. You can send it while you listen to my argument. No, I'm not gonna shut up. I can just move closer to my mic. So what my point is here is that Reaper, listen here, bitch. Okay, Reaper. The point is that if it's a different interpretation, and interpretation in actual philosophy is used as a function to like prescribe statements with their truth values, then a different interpretation already implies a different narrative.
Okay,
you can send the link now. Send the link, then you can respond to what I said.
Retard.
Yeah, that doesn't address what I said.
It won't let me send it. It won't let me send it in the server. I really don't know why, but it won't let me send it.
Introduction to Pataphysics. Let's see this. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to read this.
I'm pretty sure there's actually a translate button on the screen. I can't even do that because you don't have translate.
You can either show me that, or we can just move on. Like I'm not fucking Chinese. I'm not gonna read this shit.
Yeah, I can translate it for you through several sites if you want to show consistency. Is that what you want me to do?
Wait, you want to move on to like whether it's translated as a valid point or not? Because that's like a different point now.
I'm not gonna. I don't know if we're gonna have to do that or not. Like if you're gonna rat and do that, then we can move to that.
Yeah, that's not a rat. You're just giving me a shitty ass scan. I'm not supposed to adjust like fucking notepad level scans. Okay, are we gonna get into that, or are we gonna stick to the same point we've been on?
What's kind of coming. Well, I don't understand your point is. I told you I wasn't listening to it, so you're gonna have to repeat it again, retard.
Yeah, that doesn't address what I said. It's on the recording.
I just told you have to repeat it because I don't know what the hell you're arguing, you fuckhead. Oh, God Christ, are you retarded?
Okay, Reaper, listen. Before I start giving you this, Reaper, shut the fuck up and let me speak.
The argument, get to the point.
So, Reaper, before I start giving my argument, I told you need to be quiet and listen to what I'm gonna say.
I told you.
You didn't do that. That is not my fucking fault, Reaper. Like,
well, someone tells you a horse, so I can get evidence for it that you're already asking.
Yeah. So all I did was I told you what an interpretation is and how it implies a different narrative. Different truth values imply different narratives.
I didn't hear that because I told you to wait a moment, but you kept going as usual.
I just told you the main point of the argument, the major premise, and you try to talk over me again. Reaper, you can't keep asking me to reiterate my argument when you're not listening to me.
No, I heard what you said, so I'm asking you, is that all you said?
Is that all I said? I told you it's the major premise. I guess there's also a minor premise. It's a deductive argument.
You want to explain this too?
Yeah, it's in the form of a hypothetical syllogism. So, if different interpretation, then different truth value. If different truth value, then different narrative. It's a deductively valid argument.
Okay. So
okay.
Based on what you just said,
go ahead and address it.
Wait, no, I'm gonna ask you. Like, what are you inferring after you? Like, if you're like arguing this deductive argument, the syllogism, what are you inferring off the syllogism? I'm just curious.
Yeah, the analytical truth of what it means to be an interpretation in philosophy.
Yeah, layman's terms, buddy.
Layman's terms. There's no fucking way a jargon warrior just asked me to simplify my shit. Okay, an interpretation means something that basically prescribes a truth values to a proposition. So when you say it's a different interpretation, that means it has different truth values. Well, otherwise, it would imply the same thing.
That's why I mean, you want me to just say I'm using the SCP Chinese branch instead of using English? I feel like that's the easy way we can go about that. You want me to do that?
Say that again.
Because your main contention here exactly was tensa was okay. Is this like canonical or you said can and then you stopped your word and then you went on to say like is this the same as other branches and what interpretations mean? So you want me to say I'm using the Chinese interpretation of these characters and that's it?
That's what you told me. It's the Chinese interpretation. It's a different interpretation of the.
I'm asking you. You're kind of saying
verse
is this like a canonical or you kind of asking is it canon to English? It's kind of what you just did in like bigger terms, bro.
I asked you if it's canon to the story, and you told me it's a different interpretation. You want to just conclude on the recording?
I can justify that. Actually, I got you.
Tensa, you already told me that you're not going to be able to justify anything, Reaper. You're not refuting the deductive argument I've given.
Tensa, quit talking.
You're not refuting the argument. I already given you a contention towards that.
The distinction, because you kind of took what I said and you kind of straw me and went off of that. That's not what I'm saying exactly. I'm saying like this. So what we do exactly is listen. Shut up and listen.
I gave you. Reaper,
you're
you
still
shut up.
against
I
it
gave you a
based off straw
definition.
man, so it's already
Reaper, I
conjecture,
gave you a
retard.
definition. This is not
And I'm
straw
telling
man.
you,
I gave you a
the
definition
entire
for the term
syllogism
you
you're
were
giving
using,
is a
and you're
conjecture
unable to
basis,
refute it.
so it's
Who
not
do you
going
want to
through.
conclude to? Who do you want to conclude to?
Let me get my point out my mouth. Shut the hell up and listen, retard. It's that
Y'all
simple.
can conclude to me. It's fine.
Yeah,
Wait,
I don't
oh, wait, do you want to just say that I should shut up? Why don't you keep your fucking mouth
Tensa, you're
shut when
asking
I'm
for
talking?
refutation, retard. Let me give the refutation now.
Yeah, you already told me you're not
You're
going to
not
give me a
talking
refutation.
fully
You're
enough.
giving me a counterpoint
I
that doesn't
literally
even
just
refute
told you
mine.
I'm going to
It's
counter the
already
refutation. I'm gonna
undermined by
refute
what
it.
I said.
I said
And
you're
Reaper,
literally
we
basing your
can do
syllogism
this.
off the
Reaper, we
straw
can
man
do
with
this.
conjecture.
We can do this civil, or we cannot. You can either shut the fuck up when I'm
Or you
speaking,
can listen,
and I'm gonna keep
retard. It's
quiet
that simple.
when
You want
I'm
to go back
and when
and
you
forth
are
and talk. We
speaking.
can talk like civil beings. It's not that hard to do that.
Yeah. So are you willing to stop over talking me and be a good boy?
Being retarded.
Oh,
Like, no one needed that
shit.
extra context,
Crazy,
bad boy.
bro.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
damn.
I only need a yes. I only need a yes. Or you can also woof if you
The
want.
weekend's gone on Spurgeon route then, because since you're going to be a hoe. What do you
Nobody's
think about that route?
spurging, bro.
I want to be a
You
hoe. You're
are-
just not able. You just can't
Come on.
debate for
I'm
shit,
literally
Reaper.
proposing I can refute it, and you're literally saying,
Woof,
oh, no,
woof,
no,
Reaper.
no.
Woof, woof.
You saying you're not going to give me
Go
refutation.
ahead and
is
refute
not
my
actually
argument,
counter-
bitch. Go ahead and refute what I
Your entire
said.
syllogism was based off
You're
the
just
straw man
bitching
of what
out.
I said,
Refute
so
what
now
I
you wanna
said,
read- I just
bitch.
refuted your I just refuted it. Go ahead. Did you hear it or no?
There is no
Did you hear it
refutation
or
on the
no?
recording,
Did you hear it
Reaper.
or no?
Nobody heard it, bro.
Was I supposed to hear something? Was there a
You keep talking,
refutation?
retard. You can't hear what I say if you keep talking.
Oh, it's not on
Stop
the
listening to
recording.
yourself. You're literally talking to a wall. No one's talking to you. Listen.
Reaper, have you ever thought about meditating and just like reflecting on the shit you're
You ever
saying? Go
thought
ahead and
actually
give me
what people say,
an actual
retard?
refutation. Okay, you know,
Like a
Reaper, I'll be the better man.
one-sided
I'll be a nice dad. Okay,
Nice
Reaper,
one, retard. Go ahead,
I'm
continue,
gonna
though.
keep quiet. I'm gonna keep quiet. You can give your refutation. I'll be generous.
The way you were arguing this is a straw man on the part itself. The syllogism you're using is based off of a straw man, so it's a conjectured basis off the rip. So secondary here, the way I'm defining interpretation is a bit distinctive from the way we kind of went off of. I'm saying that it's exactly, let's say it like this. They're taking exact writings from the English branch, and it's making them Chinese, and making them and turning them Chinese so other people can read them.
Does not make sense.
Is that it?
And I'm gonna ask something else.
Okay, you didn't address what I said
I
before
did.
about
I even called
that
it
it being
conjecture
different interpretations. You told me that I'm strawmanning your argument, but you know how that sounds like to me? That sounds like a fucking
is it?
catalogic fallacy.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, you're affirming multiple contradictory premises. I thought you'd know that.
No, I didn't affirm multiple
do you
contradictory
tense it?
premises.
Oh, how
Tensa,
didn't
I'm
you
not gonna
affirm
lie
them
to you.
then?
Tensa, sure, because you yourself and tried to define it a different way than I was actually arguing it itself and use that as your basis. for
You're
your syllogism.
saying,
That's my fault, you
oh
did
my
that.
god, Reaper, you're giving me two different things. I told you one definition. I've explained how that definition implies something that is completely contradictory with what you're arguing. And you went back and explained your argument again.
Tensa, no,
Therefore,
I'm
you
telling
just
you how
affirmed
you
that they are the
strawman
same
the
narrative
argument.
without. No, Reaper, that doesn't address what I said because the
You're
strawman has a
undergoing.
basis.
No, Tensa. That's
Reaper,
wrong.
you were the one begging me. You weren't here fucking kneeling down to me, just asking me to keep this civil.
Retard. I didn't even say I said we can go spurging if you
Reaper.
want. Since you want to spurg like a retard,
You want to
we can
spurg?
do
You want to
that.
spurg, Reaper?
I don't
Is
really
if
mind.
that's how you want to debate? Like,
Not really, because we're not
you don't want to have like a civil conversation?
I'm literally proposing that, and I'm saying you're strawmanning me. You're like, oh no,
Then
you're like
stop
trying to
talking
define
over
a
me,
certain way to
bitch.
argue
Stop
it.
talking
Instead of
over me.
saying
Then
a
listen to what I'm
definite fallacy,
saying.
you
Don't
already-
fucking
yeah,
interrupt
all
me.
you're doing is arguing a definite fallacy in a distinctive
Fucking
way.
tier
It's not that
5,
hard,
Jesus
retard.
Christ. So
Learn how to
the
say
argument
things
is that
in terms.
when you're saying it's a straw man, you're referencing an argument that is not actually contradictory what I was saying. What I'm affirming is different. You're just attacking an argument that doesn't address the actual main argument that I was giving. You didn't even address the fact that it's like deductively valid. Like I don't know what you're trying to say. You didn't like attack the fact.
Tensa,
Reaper,
Tensa.
shut the fuck
Actually,
up.
you know
I'm
what?
still giving my
Tensa.
argument. I'm
Because you don't know
explaining
what
how
a
you made
conjecture
contradictory
is, because I
premises.
got you, retard.
So,
No, Tensa.
basically-
No, wait a minute. You know what a conjecture
Reaper,
basis
that's gonna
is?
be a local mute.
You wanna
So
know what a
my argument is that I don't care to like hear
You
you in
wanna
my
know what a
fucking ears.
conjecture
I'm
basis
already
is?
giving you the argument.
Do you want to know what a conjecture basis
I'm
is?
not- actually, I'm
not
gonna mute him.
contending the deductive syllogism.
Yeah, so Reaper, it doesn't matter what you just said because that doesn't address what I said again.
It does.
So the
Do you not
point
know
is
what a
simply
conjecture
that
basis is, retard or not?
the simple basis for the argument is that.
The simple basis
that it's a straw man is
conjectured.
Bro, stop being black.
Reaper.
Debate normally, bro.
Do you understand my argument? Genuine question.
Yes,
Do you
I
understand what I'm
literally
saying?
understood your
Yeah.
argument.
Can you
That's
tell
why
me?
I'm
Can you tell me
telling
what
you
I'm arguing?
straw man.
It's It's like three premises. Can you tell me my argument?
Had you repeated out loud, so I'm telling you it's conjecture in the first place. I don't have to repeat your argument.
No, Reaper. You say you understand what I'm saying. Can you just like please give me my
Yeah,
argument?
the way
I want to see if you're misrepresenting it or
I
not.
don't have to reassign your argument. I can just say how my interpretation of the argument and how I was assigning refutation to the argument.
Oh, okay. So you can just like reiterate my argument to me and see if it like matches with what I'm actually giving to you. If it doesn't, and you just like talking up all this shit just for it to not address what I'm saying, then we can just leave that on conclusions.
Okay, actually, I think I firmly refuted it with a conjecture basis thing, and it hasn't been refuted. So I completely think we can like.
I already told you the basis of what you're claiming to be a straw man is actually the main point of what I was saying.
Wait, listen. I'll ask you. Listen. So what you did exactly is you kind of tried to say I was defining it as a definite way or definite fallacy way. Is what you kind of tried to do, but you kind of interpreted it.
That's not what I said.
You kind of did that, bro. You said multiple premises. No,
I said
you tried to define it a certain way.
Oh my god, no, bro. You don't even know what the fallacy is. So if you would be someone
multiple premises that lead to
Reaper. Yeah, Reaper. That doesn't have anything to do with definitions.
I specified it to be. I know what the fallacy is.
Can we
stop spitting mumbo jumbo?
I've been listening to you. I wasn't cutting you off for the past couple like sentences that you had.
I'll be cordial. Go ahead and speak.
Okay, thank you. So, you're claiming that my argument is like a straw man, and you're saying that I'm basically like framing you of committing the definite fallacy. I'm framing you of not attacking the fact that interpretation and philosophy, the same thing you appeal to when you bring up metaphysics, implies that there are different truth values. If it's like a different interpretation that implies a different truth value, then you're gonna say just like the same thing but in Chinese, which would imply the same narrative, but the same narrative cannot be the same as a narrative that is not the same, which I guess you understand. This just leads to a contradiction.
Okay. Wait a minute, I'm gonna ask you that actually. I'm gonna ask that. I wanna get deeper into that. Why does a branch using their language and giving the same truth value that the other one did? Why is that a contradiction?
All of these are arguments based off what you said. I built you like essentially an argument in the form of
Like it was very.
No, I've given you a form of argument called reductio ad absurdum. I don't know if you heard of it or not. I'm making arguments. I'm predicating them based off of the thing you told me. I'm making these assumptions. And then I'm gonna show you why that's like illogical. I already told you many times. Interpretation, it means something. You never once addressed that. You just called me out on a straw man.
Once again, everyone here, listen to this. Since you're using reductio ad absurdum, I'm gonna ask you: why is the consequence of two branches using the same? I don't think you said they're using different, distinctive, fundamental truth values. So I want to ask that. I want to call that into question as well. And then the consequence here, what you're trying to go through reductio ad absurdum route, is that the consequence is to a contradictory premises. And I'm going to ask you now, I'll call out in the question too, how is a branch using the same exact evidence as the other branch, but you're making it easier for people to read a different, distinctive
that's been addressed. That's been addressed, Reaper. That's been addressed.
I'm calling the the question. You're not letting it go by. Like I'm confused.
Less over talking, more listening. Silver. Speech is silver, silence is golden, Reaper. So if you would have actually listened instead of screaming over me, you would have understood that I already addressed most of this stuff. It's on the recording. But yeah, I think it's on the recording. If someone was like recording from the start, I believe it should be on the recording. So we can just stop your scaling right there because it's going nowhere.
No, it's definitely.
Yeah, we can. You wanna actually conclude to some? You wanna conclude to someone in the BC?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Tensa. I want to know this. By
what do you want to do?
Wait. I want to know this. By the way, why do you think you justified why the consequence results in a primacy of different branches just making things easier for people to read?
Yeah,
why is that different truth values? Wait, no, I didn't hear the truth value. I even asked you why.
You're just asking me to restate my argument because you missed it.
No, you're not restating your argument. You're justifying
I know that there's a hair of doubting you that you didn't actually address what I said. Like I've explained that in the recording.
No, I'm fully confident that when I said the conjecture basis part, and you said it's on a straw man, I'm saying it. I'm asking you because you made a claim that there's a different analytical truth or different truth values, and I'm asking you what is the distinctive truth value these two are using?
Yeah,
you never gave me an answer to that.
A distinction. Yeah, I explained that how it is. That's why I gave.
What value?
That's why. Oh my God! Stop screaming at me, Reaper. Reaper, are you a fucking dementia patient?
So learn to listen.
Do you have schizophrenia? What's the
name of the distinctive truth values these two are using? You haven't given me an answer to that.
Reaper, have you ever fucked a bird?
What the fuck?
What? What the fuck?
Yeah. Okay. So my argument is this. Okay, I'll just restate my argument again. If different interpretation than definition comes in, then different truth value, therefore different narrative.
Oh, okay. So you're saying different interpretations.
Yeah, this is like my
different
5th time saying
narratives.
this.
So I'm gonna ask you. Okay, wait a minute. What if you still have the same interpretation of a character, though? What are you gonna do then?
I guess that contradicts what you said before because then it's not
No,
a different interpretation.
I know that's why I said that's exactly why I said it was a straw man, retard.
That's not a straw man. That's legit what you said.
Why I said you straw man my point.
That doesn't. That
George,
cannot align with the same
didn't hear the
definition you've
full
given me
context.
before.
You took half of what I said, Tensa. Let me actually do that real quick, and we can dip out. What do you want to do, Tensa? I said exactly. I said they had different interpretations on specialized characters that they own themselves make, but they also changed the writing on ones for people that are Chinese for them to read this. But it's the same thing. It's a specialized character.
Reaper, that's not even an answer to my question that I initially proposed.
That means I just justify
You're not
why
listening. You have dementia, Reaper.
Jesus. Now you lost.
So I'll explain my argument from the start again. I just asked you: is the Chinese branch the same as the English branch? You told me it's a different interpretation. I've given you my deductive argument for why that means it's a different narrative.
Full context. No, don't miss
full context for what? You think my argument is missing something?
Interpretations on what, Tensa?
On what? It doesn't matter, bro. If it's the Chinese branch, then the Chinese branch is not entirely the same as the English branch. Like,
yeah, guess what you just did? You forgot half the context and you straw man me. Nice.
Guess what you did? You got doxed by C Moon. Like, are you gonna respond to what I said?
You mean Frank? It wasn't a dox. It was already out, bro.
Okay, so can you address my claim? You're not addressing what I'm saying.
I fully confident I addressed that fully.
No, I don't. Well, why did you address what I said? Why did you address what I said?
Oh no, it's on recording.
Shut up, nigger.
Well, okay.
Shut up, nigger.
Well, I believe that your refutation that I just asked you for is not on the recording, so I guess it's gonna remain unjustified.
I've stated it 5 times.
Okay, we can stop this point right here. We can just stop this here, and we can get on to my scaling. Okay.
No, or I can give some other form of scaling. I don't know. We're like moving past reverse.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about that shitty ass verse. If this scaling goes through, then we can.
Like, what?
I'm not even using the back room. I was told to use fucking Meng Hao.
Oh, are you using Meng Hao now?
Yeah, you try like assuming that the backrooms are a troll verse, even though they are.
You know what, actually, you want me to restate the argument for you so you can get informed again?
No, I think I already addressed everything you said. I think if I were to like make a poll in chat, I think I'd be winning like 25 times the amount of polls votes you have.
I don't think so, but okay, bro.
Let's see.
And so now you want to go to Tensa. Wait a minute. My scaling hasn't here's the problem here though. Is if we get a judge on this point, you may just do some other form of scaling because you're gonna say no. I don't like this verse, but that's not only for you to say.
I mean, we are just going circular at this point. This is called ad nauseum.
How is it gonna go circular?
But if this point is like judged in either of our favor, then we can just continue from here. But we can also go over my scaling because I have something new for you.
I have other forms of scaling I haven't even used yet.
Yeah, we can. Okay. We can get into my scaling. I also have other forms of scaling.
Yeah,
we can go 1-1.
No.
We can go 1-1. And when this recording is gonna get reviewed, Reaper, then people are gonna see this recording and see me like brutally raping you.
Yeah,
then we can go over. Oh shit! Well, I don't believe that addresses what I'm saying currently.
Okay, buddy. Nice one, Reese.
So
continue.
Okay, yeah. So we can just go over one of my scales, and then we can just finish this.
No, I'm gonna finish the scale of mine.
Reaper, you're not gonna scale anything. Like I don't fucking care if you want to scale like another like version of this fucking pataphysics scale. We can just get this
fully am confident I won that point. So now if I have other...
Yeah, I know you're fully confident. You were fully confident you beat Webcam Power. You were fully confident that you beat Jester. You also thought you beat Apollo. You also thought you beat... You thought you beat like a lot of people.
You do realize the judgment was given to me on that debate, right? Not the Jester one, the Apollo one. And then the secondary point that you just mentioned.
Oh, okay, my point still stands.
Yeah, Apollo... No, I openly admit I
know you should, but you were in the GC Chan Justify by 1. Meng Hao has the ability to bring anything to its ultimate end, which by definition, from Superpower Wiki, that means that he has conclusion dominance.
Conclusion dominance? 1 second, real quick. By what wiki exactly?
Superpower Wiki. Listen.
We're using that?
Yeah, you don't want to use it. I mean, the ability remains the same.
No, I didn't know if you were using that. So it was like a genuine question.
Reaper, it doesn't matter if you use the wiki for the definition or not, because the ability is going to remain the same.
Could be heard as the beginning-ending hex was fully unleashed. Boundless power erupted. from Meng Hao's Daoist essence forming into his hand, which he slowly opened up his palm as if it was a starry sky existed within his hand. That anything inside the palm could be destroyed by simply closing his fingers. So is this some just like little universe he created in his own hand?
What?
Is this some? Okay, it's only referring to this thing he holds in his hand at the moment. Correct or incorrect, Tensa?
He seals,
I don't think
he seals all of existence into his hand, bro. He seals all of existence into his hand.
Every single bit of existence. Okay, why does he exist outside of this thing then? I'm confused. What?
Wait, I'll send you
all
the
of the
thing.
existence, if an existence could exist outside
Sucks
of
and
it.
seals all natural, all entities. Reaper, you're gonna have to let me speak, otherwise you're not gonna be able to refute my argument properly. So
I refuted this, but go ahead.
look at his ability. This is like the most powerful Taoist magic.
All natural and magical laws. Okay, so who created him, by the way? I'm just curious.
Who created Meng Hao? Well, what the fuck does that matter? Like, what?
Because he can't.
How the fuck is that relevant?
Because someone cannot create. He can't create everything in existence if he existed.
What?
Because he already exists before this was all created, so it wouldn't be everything. It would just be like everything. Like
bitch, he could just exist external to everything. Then thank you. Like, what
yeah,
the
you
fuck?
have to prove that.
No, I don't have to prove that. That's the assumption of the scan. You're not addressing the scan. That's Occam's razor.
I said
that's
it would
Occam's
not be
razor.
everything because obviously in the scan it's showing this being.
Okay, so why can't it be everything external to Meng Hao?
Everything. It doesn't say.
Reaper,
this
why can't be everything external to Meng Hao?
Because in this context it doesn't say excluding Meng Hao.
Yeah, that's just an argument from ignorance.
By the way, you never refuted. Wait a minute. And by the way, Tense, I want to refute the balanced power thing too, because I bring that up before, and you kind of.
Bro, I'm not gonna argue boundless power. Boundless just means infinite.
I refute that. I think you could refute the just infinite. Aleph 1 or
yeah,
Aleph
that's what it means, bro. Like just infinite power, unlimited power, whatever, bro. But that's not even what I'm.
No, wait a minute. No.
I'm not even arguing for scaling. I'm not even arguing for scaling.
No, but if I just contradict this or refute him having this crazy power that he's doing, correct?
What? Bro, it doesn't matter. I don't believe that there's an obligation for me to specify which type of or quantification or infinity this is in reference to, because we already see him use this ability and seal like everything in existence. So, do you have a refutation or not?
By the way, I could. Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, sure. So what I'm saying exactly off this is you saying you're not using the specified category of what infinity it's using or whatever. That doesn't actually refute what I'm saying, because the reason it doesn't refute what I'm saying exactly is because I'm going on to elaborate. It says that he has this balanced power, and it's going on to elaborate on what this balanced power does in this fictional narrative. So if I was to contradict the basis, A, the character has this, and P, that he does this action because he has this, it will refute it and make it conjectured.
Reaper.
Tensa. It's not that hard to say someone's names, bro.
Reaper. It's
Tensa.
No, bro. I'm just genuinely surprised. Like you were doing better last time. So essentially, I already told you. We see the extent to which this ability goes to. Okay, quantification is given. Just because they don't specify which level of Aleph this is, or like what other like level you're trying to like say it is, it doesn't matter. We see that. It's all entities, all wills, metaphysical shit like laws and shit. All of that gets fucking sucked in his hand. Metaphysical and physical entities both.
Oh, really?
So what's your character gonna do when both physical and non-physical objects are gonna get sucked in? What is he gonna do?
I think this is self-defeating. How could you create metaphysics even though metaphysics is required for him to exist?
I don't care. What are you talking about?
You retarded? You know what metaphysics are? It's the very first fundamental.
What are you talking about?
Fictional narrative, correct?
What are you all talking about? It says he sucked in metaphysics.
He sucked in metaphysics. For him to exist, metaphysics must exist, correct or incorrect?
So, I mean, what's the point of that? I just said it's all physical and non-physical entities. Like, if he can suck in certain laws, yeah, sure.
Yeah, well, I'm contradicting him having, like, this, like, infinite power. And if I contradict that, I would defeat everything. So I'm saying he cannot.
No, you're not going to be able to contradict that because you have no scan to contradict it based off of.
I just proved that he's limited by metaphysics or any type of category in here that is stating it would contradict
I just told you the duality of being physical and being non-physical. It doesn't matter to him because he's already shown to suck in metaphysical or non-physical entities.
You do realize I'm blatantly showing like a blatant contradiction to that, right? Like I'm literally showing.
You're not showing a contradiction. It doesn't matter if Meng Hao himself is bound to metaphysics to some extent because everything is.
That proves that this boundless power is not all actually. He's bound by certain things.
Everything is bound to metaphysics, Reaper. That's what you said. Like, how the fuck do you? Why would I take this argument even seriously in the first place?
In this context, if he's saying boundless power and he's giving things he can use with this boundless power, I'm saying boundless in this context. You're saying you mean infinite types of power.
It doesn't fucking matter if it's boundless or not, nigga. You're not addressing what I'm saying, you dumb bitch.
It's literally saying
Let's conclude.
Let's conclude. Has boundless power.
Let's conclude. You're fucking retarded. I hope you're never getting into Quince instigating again. Yeah, I am.
Keep going, retard.
Jaden, listen up. We can conclude. You're not addressing my point.
I can't even pronounce your name.
Yeah, it's Sonichaba Gabor.
Yeah, no one can say that.
Like what? I don't fucking care. It's not an English name. Like, and I didn't even drop your full name. Like, I don't even know why you care about it so much. You wanna conclude?
That name, bro.
Yeah, I don't care. You wanna conclude? You're not refuting what I'm saying. I'm gonna conclude.
Who's the judge? Who's the judge? Who's the judge?
Yeah, you're fine with giving it to villain?
Nobody.
Villain? Is villain even in here?
Me. I'm the judge.
You're the judge?
Is villain in here?
Villain is not in here. That's why I recorded this entire fucking bloodshed.
You want to give like an average conclusion of the point? We can record and send it to someone. We can do that.
Oh, we can also run polls, by the way.
I can judge. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm here. I can judge. I can judge. I can judge.
You're not okay. No, I'd rather anybody else took. No,
I'll judge.
I can judge. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you can judge. I can judge.
Yeah, we can get Corn to judge then if he's here.
Yes, sir.
Corn is your best friend. What the hell?
Go ahead.
You said you'd have. You said you'd have anyone over.
You're literally
over Focus.
Best friends on Discord.com.
Do you not ask Quince for like vouchers and shit? Like,
I
didn't even offer Quince.
No, pussy.
Yeah, you don't have to. You're asking him for
I'm not
vouchers.
trying to do is bias judge. I'm trying to do a neutral judge.
Oh, let me judge.
Bro, I'm literally neutral. I'm not biased with anybody on the app.
Reaper, more people voted for Orihime than for you, and he's not even debating.
Wait. Do you think I'm biased?
Oh God, though.
Yeah, I'm just gonna end the recording. I'm gonna upload it. I don't care who you wanna get to vouch for you winning this. I don't know who would even vouch for this.
Hey man.
But
no, Tensa.
Reaper, you can send it to whoever you want.
I'm proposing me and you give like 3 lines of sentences that explain our arguments.
I don't know. That's been done in that shit. Like,
you've been cutting me
and
off.
I already stopped the recording
I'm
anyway.
biased against Infinity.
Bro, that's mutual, bro. Like, don't act like you're not cutting me off.
Yo, shit. Yo, what?
Also, guys, I have a public announcement to make. I'm sorry, Reaper. I have a public announcement to make. That nigga Fubuki sucks ass.
Oh
God. Oh shit.
W.
Bro, focus on
Oh shit. I'm already in his DMs right now. Hold on.
Oh God.
You can tell him he fucking blocked me after me and Quentin hold him out from a fucking server.
Yeah, because he's a fucking pedophile and like sending child porn because he's a bitch.
Okay, I'm leaving. Infinity,
Reaper.
By the way, his ass need to leave the
debate. By the way, Reaper, don't take anything I said into debate seriously. It's just debating. Like, I don't actually think you're like a retard.
I know you do it for rhetorical appeal. It's all good, bro.
Why is it like
that's good.